Hi, I'm Tiffany. I came from... A moment, please. Sophia, what now? I spilled my smoothie. Now I don't have any breakfast. Code red! I repeat, code red. Oh, before we continue, smash that like and subscribe button, because this story might just make your brain explode. Meet my sister, age 5. Occupation, full-time drama queen. I'm so sorry. My hand slipped in. Relax, I got you. When I was 10, my mom passed away after Sophia's birth. From that day on, everything changed. Dad was so heartbroken because he loved Mom so much and became distant. It was as if he had just disconnected from the world. I couldn't let our family fall apart, so I became the stand-in mom. My days were packed with a crazy schedule. The house manager, the diaper boss, the chef. Cleaning and cooking? No biggie. I learned from the best when Mom was around. But throw Sophia into the mix? Total nightmare. Anyway, for Mom and my baby sister, I kept going, all while waiting for Dad to stop grieving and start parenting. But instead of coming around, Dad just got worse. I wasn't just raising Sophia. I was raising my lazy dad, too. Wake up, Dad! You're late! Again! I had to wake him up for work, pick his outfits, remind him to brush his teeth. Like, come on! I was a kid, not his personal assistant. But no matter how exhausted I was, there were moments with Sophia that made it all worth it. I have a surprise for you! For being the best sister in the whole wide galaxy. Ooh, better not be another crayon drawing of a potato that's me. Nope, even better. Ta-da! My first tooth! What? Ew! My teacher said we could give it as a tomato to the person we love the most. You mean a memento, weirdo? Yeah, that. And I choose you, big sis. It was kind of ew, but also, aw, I felt so lucky to have such an adorable little sister. But being a one-girl army was not easy. Sometimes I snapped. What happened? Oh gee, I don't know, Dad. Maybe because I'm trying to cook, clean the disgusting fridge, and cram for my science quiz all at once, while you're in there glued to your video games like it's your full-time job. Hey, the Naruto game is a masterpiece. You're missing the point. I need help. Either step up or hire someone. You can't afford it. Sweetie, you're doing such an amazing job. But I can't just trust a stranger around Sophia. What if they hurt her when we're not looking? That always got me. I have watched enough horror movies to know he wasn't wrong. So I sucked it up. For Sophia. Because I couldn't bear anyone messing with my baby sis. But no matter how much I sucked it up, it was draining me. At school, I couldn't focus. Could barely stay awake. Tiffany, wake up. This part's gonna be on the test. Oh, yeah. Totally listening. I would have been at the bottom of the class if not for Akeem. We have known each other since junior high. He was always looking out for me. He was my best friend, and sometimes I wished he could be more. Even though he didn't live next door or anything, Akeem came round a lot, especially when I needed help. Like one time I got really sick. Dad didn't know because he had left early for work, and I was all alone with Sophia, so I called him. Tiffany, you're burning up. And now you're all red. She's red because she's blushing, silly. Sophia! You should be in the hospital. Did you call your dad? He'd take forever to get here. I just need someone to watch Sophia. I can watch myself. You're always taking care of me. I can care for you, too. Then let's take care of her together. Yay! And just like that, I got a full day of love and pampering from my baby sis. And my bestie/secret crush. By nightfall, I was feeling much better, but probably not well enough to take what came next. Thanks so much for coming today, and every other day. You've been such an amazing friend to me. What are friends for, right? Though, if I'm being honest, I've never really wanted to just be your friend. My breath hitched. Did he just... A little birdie told me you wouldn't mind if we were more than friends, too. Sophia? She said you get all goofy when I text. And, you kind of sleep-talked my name one day, but you made her promise not to tell me. I didn't know if I was to feel embarrassed or happy. Oh my god, I'm never trusting that kid again. So, you like me too? From the very first day I set my eyes on you. You're beautiful, Tiffany. But more than that, you're kind. Amazing. It was as if my heart wanted to jump out of my chest. Like this was just a sweet dream that would disappear the moment I opened my eyes. What do you say? A real date tomorrow? Just you and me. Somewhere beautiful. Somewhere you can just be Tiffany. I hesitated. Just for a beat. Sophia. I can't leave Sophia. Tomorrow is Sunday. Your dad should be home. My dad can't take good care of her. What if she chokes on her toothbrush or tries to boil water and scalds her or...
One night, Tiff. Just one. You've given so much of yourself to everyone else. Isn't it time you gave a little to yourself too?
He was right. I deserved a break. Just some time for myself, doing what I love with who I love. Okay, let's make it a date, just for us. I was so excited to go on a date with Akeem. The moment Dad came back, I told him about my date with Akeem, begging him to take care of Sophia for just one evening.
I'm happy for you, sweetie. Akeem's a great guy. As for Sophia, yeah, I think I can handle her for a few hours.
Really? Thanks, Dad! With that, I was all set to go. The next evening, I doled myself for the first time since I could remember.
What if she needs to go potty?
She can take care of her business.
What if she's hungry?
There's food in the fridge.
What if...
Dad, she's 6, not a baby. You just need to watch her so she doesn't, hurt herself or destroy something. That's right. Sophia's a big girl now. I can even take care of Daddy, too. I should have known from how jumpy Dad was that leaving Sophia with him would be a disaster. What I didn't know was that disaster was going to follow me to my date. Akeem and I had just been in the restaurant for 1 hour, having the time of our lives when 2 familiar figures took the table next to us. They raised newspapers to their faces like they were undercover agents. But I know those little fingers anywhere.
Isn't that...
Yeah, it's them. Could they really not give me one moment of peace? Not even for my first date? What's the meaning of all this? It was his idea.
Just pretend we aren't here, sweetie.
Pretend? Why are you even here?
Sophia said she was bored.
I just wanted him to play with me.
I didn't know how to entertain her, so I brought her here.
I was so angry and embarrassed, it felt like my face was on fire.
It's okay, Tiffany. We can just...
No, it's not okay. Everything is messed up. With tears spilling from my eyes, I dashed out of the restaurant. I went back home to soak my pillow with tears. I felt like a prisoner in a tiny cell where I couldn't turn. Akeem called me so many times, but I couldn't answer. What do I even say? How do I explain this mess I'm living in? How long will I let my life be controlled by everyone but me? Should I just run away? Just when I was considering the possibility of running from home, Sophia came to my room. Are you mad at me? I'm sorry I ruined your date. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Dad. He couldn't just give me a few hours. A single night to myself. Is that too much to ask? Then why don't you tell him? My teacher says if you're mad at someone, scream at their face and let them know you're hurting. Sophia was right. I had been making Dad's life easy while mine crumbles. It's time to put my foot down. With all the courage I had, I decided it was time to confront Dad. I've had enough, Dad. I'm sick of being the only one who takes care of things around here. It's your job as a father to take care of your kids, not mine. I don't even have friends because I'm too busy doing what you should be doing.
What's the big deal, Tiffany? You've been doing this for years. You should be used to it by now.
I'm tired. I want a life. I want to be a normal teenager. I can't even study without thinking about what to cook for dinner. I do everything for you, everything, and you couldn't even give me this one night with Akeem.
Maybe if you hadn't gone on that date, you would have time to study. Stop being selfish, Tiffany. These little chores you keep whining about aren't a big deal.
I couldn't believe my ears. I'm the selfish one? You think the things I do, the things I sacrifice, are just little chores? Clarity hit me then. My dad's forgotten what responsibility feels like. He thinks it's okay to pass everything on to me, to treat me like I'm just here to clean up his mess. And now he's entitled to everything I do without any gratitude. Well, no more. That stupid good kid is over from today. If he won't step up as a parent, I sure won't be his replacement. So I stopped waking him up for work, and I stopped cooking his meals too.
Tiffany, I'm late. Why didn't you wake me up for work?
There's something called an alarm clock, and it sure doesn't look like me.
Fine. Did you at least make me breakfast? Something I can take to work.
Sure. Milk and cereal. Oh, and by the way, your shirt's got something on the back. He tried to look at the back of his shirt in horror. It was covered in stains.
You didn't wash it?
We have a laundry room for that. Dad probably thought I was going to go back to my old self in a day or two. But when I refused to lift a finger, even after 2 weeks, it began to sink in.
The house hasn't been cleaned in days. Tiffany!
I have a test coming up, Dad. Sorry, I don't have time. Eventually, Dad gave in and started doing the chores, but he wasn't good at any of them. He almost burned himself cooking. His work clothes stayed wrinkled no matter how hard he ironed, and he nearly fell asleep while helping Sophia with her homework. I watched him struggle every day, dragging himself between work and chores. A part of me wanted to help, but no. Not until he owned up to what he'd done. Not until he said he was sorry. And then something unexpected happened. One day, the moment Akeem and I got home after school, the kitchen was on fire and Dad was busy snoring on the couch. Dad! Dad! The house is on fire!
Oh no! I forgot I was making dinner!
Where's Sophia?
She's asleep upstairs. I'm calling the firefighters! Dad and I rushed to the base of the stairs to go and grab Sophia, but the fire had spread to the base of the stairs.
No! We won't make it back in time!
Tiffany, stay back. I'll go. Get outside. We'll jump from the balcony.
There's too much fire! I'll come with you!
Tiffany, please. It's too dangerous.
Before the fire could spread any further, Dad dashed through the flames and ran upstairs to get Sophia. Meanwhile, Akeem grabbed me, pulling me out from the house as I cried and struggled to break free. Some neighbors were already there with racing hearts. I prayed for Dad and Sophia to make it out. My prayers were answered. Through the thick curtain of smoke, I saw them, but they still had to jump.
Akeem, catch!
Akeem caught Sophia like he was some superhero, just as Dad got ready to jump. The house exploded. No! When we all regained our bearings, I found Dad near a pile of shrubs. Dad, please wake up!
I'm awake, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Tiffany, just a few weeks of doing what you've done for years, and I nearly destroyed everything. How did you do it?
I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I can.
No, sweetie. I'm not asking you to take over again. I'm asking for your forgiveness. I should have never dumped all that responsibility on you. You're a kid. You had school, a life. I failed you, but I promise I'll be a better dad, starting now.
It took burning down the house for Dad to finally admit he was wrong. At that moment, all the misunderstandings seemed to fade away. My love for my family didn't change. I still helped out where I could, but now it was balanced. Sophia seemed happy too about how Dad had changed.
Ugh! Whoa!
It means she loves you. Dad was finally acting like, well, a dad. Still, he didn't magically become super dad overnight. If anything, he just kept burning everything.
Maybe housekeeping's still a bit too much for me.
The three of us just laughed. Life wasn't perfect, but it was filled with love, and that's what mattered. My dad finally decided to hire a housekeeper to help clean up and take care of Sophia. Since then, life started to settle down, and I finally had time to be just a teenager, to do the things I wanted, like dating with Akeem. Yes, helping others is honorable, but never forget, you deserve time for yourself, and you need to learn how to love yourself as well.
Jody and I dragged our aching feet on the hallway after the whole day searching every corner of this mall. Oh, my legs are toast. I don't think I can walk further than this. Who makes an ad without specifying an official store? I can't believe we've walked to 10 stores and we can't find her. Let's try this last store. If she isn't here, then we get an Uber and go home. We walked into the store holding the last string of hope, and there she was, sitting majestic on the shelf. We ran up to the shelf and Jody, being Jody, started to cry. She's so beautiful! We finally found her! The baby Stella doll collection! We quickly brought Stella to the cashier, then walked out of the store like world champions holding a trophy, knowing everyone was staring at us like we were crazy, as if we care. Hi, I'm Leah, and here's my bestie, Jody. I've known her all my life. We've grown up together in the same neighborhood. As long as Jody and I are together, nothing matters whatever shenanigans we were up to. Today, we just got the perfect doll to complete our doll collection. That was all that mattered. It's not easy to find someone sharing our weird hobbies, right? Jody is the queen bee of everything, and she has always pushed me to be a better version of myself. Like when she became the swim team captain and always encouraged me to join the team, and it turned out that I actually loved swimming. The next day, we came to the pool to see Dee, our team member, doing a perfect backstroke. Good job, Dee. Then he gathered us and announced the upcoming synchronized swimming competition. And naturally, Jody secured one position and the other was also up to her. Sir, that's easy. It's Lee. I know you two are joined at the hip, but it needs more than that. With all due respect, sir, believe me, Lee is perfect for this position. It's a synchronized duet. Who else can you trust to be in sync with me other than my best friend? I was happy that Jody had so much confidence in me, but also anxious. I've never been in any nationals before, but it's a great opportunity, and I never took it for granted. I'm gonna try my best to prove my worth. So, instead of joining Jody's family on a skiing trip, I stayed behind to practice in the town's swimming pool in the summer. One day, while resting, I suddenly felt water splash on me. Then I saw the most beautiful boy on earth. He was coming out of the pool, and it felt like the sun was radiating on his skin. I watched him climb up the lifeguard ladder and put on a name tag that read Evan. Okay, it seemed like I got my future husband's name. And now it's time to show what his wife was capable of. Then I showed off my best moves, but he barely looked at me, so I knew just what I needed to do. Help! Help! I'm drowning! Right at that moment, Evan dashed into the pool and rescued me like a brave knight. You saved me! Wow, you're so strong! And you are so pretty. And then he winked at me. Ho ho ho, I guess I drowned again in those eyes. From that day, I started going to the pool every day. Evan always waved at me, but that was all. He never made a move to come near me again. I couldn't fake drowning every day at the pool, so I settled for the friendly waves. Finally, Jody was back from the holiday. So tell me everything about the mystery lifeguard. He was so gorgeous, but I'm not sure about him. He hasn't asked for my number yet. You should have walked up that ladder and said, "Hey, mister, do you like me or not? Because time is running out." That's definitely what you would do. Exactly. Like yesterday, I was at the mall with my mom and I saw a boy, Mark, at the ice cream stand. He was drop-dead gorgeous. I walked straight up to him, took his phone, put my number in it, and told him to call me. And he did that night. Whoa. Would that work with Evan? Only one way to find out. The next day, I mustered my courage and marched straight up to Evan. Hi, Lee, right? Yes. How are you doing? Good. Hey, let's go up the lifeguard's chair. There's shade there. He offered his hand to help me go up there. Actually, I wanted to talk to you sooner, but it's kinda super busy here the past few days. You know. Oh, that's it. I sat next to Evan as he paid close attention to everything happening in the pool. We talked, we laughed, and I even felt his fingers brush over mine. Talking with him was so fun that I forgot the mission today. Ask his number. It's all right. We had loads of time for this. But all that went away when I got to the pool the next day, and he wasn't there for the days after. There was still no sign of him. He came and went just like a fever dream, leaving me aching in a quick fever of first love. Well, his loss. He had all summer to ask you out, and he didn't. Good riddance. Yeah, but I should have just asked him out like you suggested. Come on, forget about him. Now, let's focus on an important issue. My birthday. As always, it's gonna be the biggest event before school resumes. And you know what? Mark's gonna be my escort. Ooh, dreamy Mark is coming. Can't wait to meet him. Just like Jody described, her parents spared no expense. Her party was packed with all friends at school and some of her social circles that I've never seen before. But in the middle of them was, for a second, it felt like I was dreaming, like I'd spent the entire summer dreaming of this face. Evan was here in flesh and blood. I was about to confront him, then, you came! Lee, meet Mark. Mark, it's Lee, my bestie. What? My head was spinning. So Evan was also the Mark guy Jody had been talking about the whole summer? How could it be? When Jody spared herself to other guests, I dragged him to the corner. Evan, what are you doing here after disappearing all this time? And Mark? What's with the name? Actually, my name is Mark. The pool was too cheap to make a new name tag for me, so they made me wear an old one for a former employer. And I just took the lifeguard job in the summer. Things just got a little hectic, so I forgot to tell you. I never planned to hurt a beautiful girl like you. What? No! You don't get to flirt with me anymore. Besties like the same guy. How could it be more typical of dramas? No, sisters first. Jody was with him, so I'd better stay away. That's right, there's no other way. With the decision having been made, I tried to hold my aching heart to sleep. Until the next day at school. I was grabbing things from my locker when someone startled me. Hey, Lee! It's great to see you again. Evan? Mark? Why are you here? I go here now. Now I could swim in your beautiful eyes every day. See you around, gorgeous. That's not good. Lee? What's going on? Why was Mark looking at you like that? Oh, screw. She saw that? That's it. It's better that she heard it from me and not from someone else. I took her to a quiet spot and explained everything to her. The look on her face was not reassuring. So, are you saying that Mark is Evan, the lifeguard? Then let's go to the pool to check. I already told you he doesn't work there anymore. We can ask Mark directly instead. Excuse me? Asking him? Sorry, I'm not like you to ask this kind of question. What does that mean? I just see you're making excuses to steal my boyfriend. Stop being Delulu. What? Talking about Delulu, Mark is not your boyfriend yet. Let's see who can win him. Challenge accepted, bestie. I couldn't believe in my ears. Jody had been thinking of me like that all this time? I came to school the next day to see Jody and her other friends marching in the hall. Mark, let this smile always on your face, 'cause when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. Classic Jody. But flashy things don't shine. Then I approached them and faked being fainted to fall into Mark's embrace. And his gallant caught me before knowing what happened. Oh, you saved me again. How can I pay you back, my love? I could see the fire burning in Jody's eyes. At lunch, I went to the canteen with Mark. I could feel the distance of the time wore away. But it's nice to talk to Mark/Evan again. But Jody, out of nowhere, sat down beside him. Hi, Mark. And Lee? Watch out your food, Mark. Do you know one time she was so hungry that she stole her date's food while he was in the restroom? So, do you know, Judy used to devour the whole turkey on Thanksgiving? She just peed into the pool last week. You know that? Hey, it's just an accident. And you bought your mom's Gucci bag and blamed it on your brother. Not as interesting as you still needing your mom to sing a lullaby every night.
Geez, I wish American presidential elections could be as hot as girl fights.
Too frustrated, I blurted out every secret we kept together since we were kids, until teachers stopped us. We had to clean every single corner of the pool as punishment. Let me help you, Jody. Thank you, bestie. Yeah, bestie my butt. And just like that, the Third World War continued. The whole school started whistling about the famous friend duo of the school turning to bark at each other. Go ask your queen bee first. One day, Mark came to find me, and we were talking for a while. I'm sorry. I think I need to be held accountable for what is happening between you and Jody. No, it's not your fault. Just some girl stuff, you know? Then from nowhere, Jody stormed in. It's you! You tore up my swimming presentation draft to the coach, right? What gibberish are you talking about? The draft was just right there on this table, but when you came, it disappeared. We found this near your locker. What was it? It's a piece of paper from Jody's draft? I'd never seen it before, let alone tore it. I saw with my own eyes. Don't you dare try to deny it. But I'm with Mark all this time. I can't do this.
I just came, so I'm not sure.
Enough with your lies. You'll no longer be accepted in our team. Get out!
What? You can't. Don't forget I'm your partner in the upcoming competition.
Of course I can. I'm the team captain, and Dee will be my partner.
Everything was happening so fast. My head was spinning. What's going on?
I've never done such things. But Mark? Why didn't Mark defend me when he knew I was innocent?
Was everything worth fighting for that guy?
Now I felt like I lost everything. My best friend, my swimming spot. When it's already bad, Mom knocked my room with the most terrible news.
Hey, what's going on with you and Jody?
Nothing.
Nothing? So why is she burning your dolls?
What? I looked through the window to see her burning our collection. I immediately ran to her house. Jody, no, please. She didn't. She let it all burn. That was it. Our friendship was burnt to ashes like our dolls. A few days later, Jody and Mark became official. Thanksgiving came, but I felt lonelier than ever. Not because Mark chose Jody, but our dying friendship. So I came to the swimming pool in town. While letting myself float on the water, I heard a very familiar voice.
Lee, is that you? Oh my god, I hoped I would bump into you here.
Don't even speak to me, you devil.
Did I do something wrong to you?
You ask? You forgot what you've done to me a few days ago?
But I was in Switzerland until yesterday.
Turns out he went to a military school in Switzerland and only returned home on holidays. And Mark was actually Evan's twin. So I'd been fooled all this time? The news hit me with the utmost shock. All the suppressed emotions were blurted out with the tears. Evan pulled me in his embrace and listened to every word.
I'm sorry my brother must have been messing with you. I'll handle this, I promise.
A few days later, Evan asked me to go to the cafe near school to talk about the truth he learned. We stepped inside to see Jody sitting here with her new boyfriend and new best friend. I was about to leave, but Evan pulled me back.
Trust me, will you?
Then he held my hands and walked me towards them. Upon seeing Evan, Jody couldn't hide her shock. Huh? You look like my boyfriend.
Yes, I'm his twin brother. Right, Dee?
You know her too?
She is our sister. Well, half-sister. We have different last names.
Then Evan told everything. But you know what was new?
And here is your presentation, Jody. It's my sister who hid it, not Lee. I gave you the chance to come clean, but you refused it. I'm disappointed, Dee.
But why blaming me? Because it's always been you. Jody will always choose you just because you're her best friend. How fair is it? I'm also a good swimmer, you know. So at Jody's birthday party, she overheard Mark talking with me. That's when an idea came to her. She asked Mark to help her cause a rift between me and Jody, so that she would replace me to become Jody's partner in the swimming competition. So you ruined our friendship for this? Then Jody ran out of the cafeteria. It felt good that I'd been vindicated, but it hurt that breaking our friendship was so easy. The next few days were not getting any better. Jody was calling nonstop to apologize, but I wasn't ready to listen to her. One day I heard Jody and Mark talking.
I apologized for everything. My sister wanted a spot on the team, so I just want to help. But I thought by doing that I could know what your feelings are if there's someone else like me, because from the beginning I already fall for you.
I don't know what is real or not real anymore, Mark, but I can't forgive you. At least now. I'm sorry, but whatever happened between us is over. Things were messed up for Jody as well. The next day, I answered the door to see Evan, Mark, and Dee there.
We apologize for what happened. We didn't think clear before doing that.
I let jealousy take over me. I'm sorry for things going bad between you and Jody. It's no use being mad this time, at least. Everything was settled in some ways.
I am really sorry about my messy family.
Please, I heard enough sorry these days.
So how about that? I should have done this long ago. Do you want to get ice cream together sometime?
I thought you'd never ask. And, Lee, I have decided to leave the team. I can't be there after all of this.
But how about Jody?
I ran to the school gym, knowing the chaos that was going already.
Look at this mess you girls have made. How are you supposed to join the competition without a partner?
I'm sorry. When the coach left, she jumped into the water and let it take over her. So I joined her.
Hey, I can be your partner.
Lee? No, I don't deserve it. I was stupid. I burnt our dolls and I threw away our friendship.
Yeah, you were pretty stupid.
And you hurt me. But it's okay. I'm here because you need me. And regardless of anything, I'm always going to be there when you need me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We both learned the lessons of being calm before saying anything regretful. And now, let's win this thing.
Yes, with you, bestie, I can always win.
I and Pearl were playing our favorite, playing Disney Princess. You have to be the princess this time, Ruby. We're gonna make a perfect Elsa and Anna. No, I'm going to be your knight, fighting all the bad guys and protecting you, milady. Then a maid knocked on the door with a phone in her hands. That might be my parents.
Ruby, the school called again. How on earth could you get all these words spelled wrongly? What kind of nurse is spelled with a Z?
I am really trying.
It's all right, Bae. Studying isn't for everyone, and she might be of a sport type. Sweet Pea, could you just try a little more next time? Good girl. We have to go now. Bye.
I know you can do this. You just need to keep practicing. You're perfect, just the way you are. Hi everyone, I'm Ruby, and this is my little sister, Pearl. Since my parents were always away for business trips, it's always just been me and her, growing up together. You already know I was terrible at studying, but Pearl was nothing like me. She was a genius. What are you doing, Pearl? For God's sake, it's 6 a.m. The sun is still sleeping, and you should be sleeping too. Absolutely not. Today is my first day in high school, and I have to make a good impression. My streak must continue. Straight A's since 2015, I know. As if your valedictorian title isn't impressive enough. I might be Ruby, the dumb kid who couldn't read half of a word, but it doesn't matter, 'cause now I am Ruby, the awesome soccer captain. Yes! Go Ruby! That's my sister, everyone! I led the school soccer team to win multiple trophies, and I also aimed at the varsity scholarship myself. Studying was still a nightmare, but I gradually accepted that I wasn't born for studying, but for soccer. So all was well. So that morning, I was walking with Pearl on her first day at school when Beth and her clique approached us. Hey Ruby, ready to flunk your junior year? Aw, Beth, still salty because Coach left you on the bench yesterday? My advice for you would be to learn how to actually play soccer. Unfortunately, some of us have other things going on to focus on, like our brains. Oh, oops, you don't have one. You can't understand. Sorry. Boo-hoo, funny. That's Beth on my soccer team who always messed with me like everyone else. But all's good now, as I had my dear sister studying in the same school as me. Sis, I found my class. I have to go now. Bye. The next day at school, we had a new English teacher.
Ruby Walker, could you read the summary on page 10?
Oh, screwed. Oh dear, is that your thinking face? Didn't know you were capable of that. Sorry, teacher, but she can't read. You know what? My thoughts today on the book can be summarized into the classic song by the amazing Taylor Swift. So the haters gonna hate, but I'm just gonna shake. Shake it off. Just then, the entire class was in a frenzy, and everyone was singing, dancing, like they were in the Eras tour. The teacher was so upset and tried to calm everyone down, but I was sent to the principal's office immediately.
First trouble in the junior, huh, Ruby? Listen, both you and I know how much you mean to the team, but unfortunately, it is not enough anymore. New district laws state that students must average at least C- to be eligible for the varsity scholarship.
What? But I'm the most qualified for it.
I am sorry, but until you can move grades from whatever it is right now to a C-, you're off the team to focus more on your studying. Beth is now our candidate for the scholarship, and she'll take over your place. Beth? That girl who scored just 5 goals all season when I had scored 20? The world was really getting crazy. No way was I going to watch my passion get taken away from me that easily. I'm gonna study hard. Right! I'm gonna ask Pearl to tutor me. Ah, speak of the devil. Hi, Pearl. You know her? I heard she's kicked out of the soccer team because she's too dumb. Oh, no. No. How scandalous if our valedictorian did. Well, maybe now wasn't a good time. That night, I dozed off at my desk writing 4 words over and over again. I am not dumb. The news had spread that I got kicked off the team because of my grades, and the kids at school were vicious with their insults. Like I didn't have enough issues already, Pearl started to avoid me like a plague, as if she's ashamed of me. So I couldn't ask her to tutor me either. It's like the whole world was going against me. The district superintendent was visiting our school, and the principal chose the 2 smartest kids to give a welcome speech, Pearl and a new student, Joe, from my class. So we started to hang out a lot at our home to prepare for the speech. Hey, Ruby, need any help with tomorrow's test? Nah, I am famously unteachable. Don't waste your time on me, and Pearl is waiting for you. It's all right, she can wait. Let me help. Surprisingly, for the first time in my life, I felt like I could actually learn. There was something about the way he taught me that made me absorb knowledge naturally. Like he understood me and my struggles. Hey, there you are. I've been looking for you. We have a test coming, so I was helping Ruby. And we have a huge speech to give on Thursday. You know nobody actually listens to those speeches, right? Anyway, I trust you to come up with something incredible. Pearl stormed out angrily, but the only thing in my mind then was that I actually could learn. Hey, Joe, please teach me more. Joe could help me learn to get better grades, and then I could finally get back to my team and win the scholarship. Later that night, when I was practicing some test questions Joe gave me, Pearl barged into my room. I am not comfortable with you spending time with my boyfriend alone. Boyfriend? I didn't know you were dating. Well, not yet. Not with you hogging him and not giving me space to charm him. Oh, sorry. I was just excited. Joe is an incredible teacher. I was actually learning. Yeah, right. Of course you're capable of that. Pearl left my room, and it felt like a knife went through my heart. Since when did she think of me like that? Like everyone else does. But she always believed in me. The next day was the speech, and even though I was heartbroken, I still went to support her, and I clapped the loudest after she gave her amazing speech. Thank you for granting us a chance to study here. On behalf of the whole school students, I'll try my best to bring glory to our school's tradition. Wonderful speech, but I think before you bring glory to our school, shouldn't you teach your beloved sister, Ruby Walker, how to read first? I mean, maybe your dummy sister could learn 1 or 2 words from you before getting kicked out of her school. The whole auditorium burst out laughing, and my rage was filling my body. I lunged at Beth and grabbed her stupid ponytail until she screamed so loud, even the moon could hear her. Teachers and guards tried to separate us, while other students were excitedly shouting and cheering. In the middle of the messy crowd, I saw Pearl look at me in shame. I ran to her, but she just brushed me off. It's you again. Joe isn't enough, and now you try to steal my spotlight as well. What? No, I never meant harm to you, I swear. But she didn't listen to me and angrily stormed off. I was so angry at my brain for always failing me, and at everyone. Now my dream was gone, and my dear sister hated me as well. I fell down on the bleachers and saw Beth wearing my captain's armband, gathering everyone to the morning practice. She waved at me with the widest smile. It was hard to fight the tears, so I let them fall. There you are. I was looking for you to continue our classes. I don't think we should continue our classes. Why? Pearl, she doesn't like you and I together, and she will hate me for this. Oh, I will talk to her, but this is more important. You need to get back on the pitch. But you're just wasting your time on me. I'm just an idiot who ruined others' lives. No, you're not an idiot at all. You're dyslexic, like me. I've noticed your symptoms for a while, but I wasn't so sure. But I am now. Dyslexia? There's a name for this? So I'm not stupid? No, you just learn differently. I will help you and teach you all the things the specialists taught me. My mind was fuzzy. I gave Joe a hug without thinking. I felt relief spread all over my body. I wasn't dumb. I was dyslexic. At home that night, I searched everything about dyslexia and even took an online assessment when suddenly Pearl barged in. You told Joe I like him? Yes and no, but not like that. Well, thank you so much. He just called to tell me he just considered me a little sister. And you know what? I saw you hugging him on the bleachers this afternoon. So you were going behind my back all this time? What a sister! Don't ever speak to me again! Pearl stormed out and kept her words of never speaking to me. It broke my heart to see us parting like this. Luckily, Joe comforted me and helped me stay focused on studying. Now that I knew what my problem really was and how to fix it, I improved every day. The letters didn't make me dizzy like before anymore, and our effort finally bore fruit as I got my first B- ever on a test. And in no time, I got called to the principal's office. It has been incredible watching you turn your grades around. Good job, Ruby. I always knew. You're a gem like your name, and you just need some sharpening. Welcome back to the team. Thank you! I ran out of his office and rushed to find Joe immediately. We did it! I'm back on the team! Congratulations, but that was all you. You did it, Ruby. That moment would have been perfect if I could celebrate with Pearl. I knew she didn't want to talk to me, but I really wanted to share this with her. But upon seeing me and Joe, she was just shooting me death rays. The joy in my mouth instantly turned to ash. I just wished we could go back to the old good days together, but I had no idea how. With me coming back to the team, I reclaimed a captain title and was eligible for the varsity scholarship. And of course, my impressive record easily got me the win. Congratulations to Ruby Walker for winning this year's varsity scholarship. Come on stage. Thank you very much, sir. All I can say is I'm immensely grateful for this chance, and I'm gonna try my best. Hi, everyone. Ruby's too shy, so she did prepare a speech here. Good luck. Except that I didn't prepare this note. Everyone in the audience all locked eyes on me, and I was sweating all over when I took the paper from her. Today is Oh, our scholarship winner just had a little problem. She just couldn't read. I hope it won't affect the scholarship much, will it? I ran out of the hall before the tears blurred my eyesight. Joe was racing after me, but Pearl caught me first. Pearl, I don't really have time for your mocking now. No, I'm sorry. Joe told me about your dyslexia, and you should, Yeah, but it can wait. But you need to go back there right now. You've tried so hard to earn this place. I wouldn't let my sister waste it just because of Beth's dirty move. Joe also nodded encouragingly at me. Pearl was right. It's my passion. It's me or no one who would claim it. So I walked back into the hall, and as soon as I appeared, everyone started to laugh. I stepped up to the mic, took a deep breath, and read the speech. There were still some stumbles and stuttering, but I went through to the last word. Hi, everyone. I'm Ruby. You all can see I have some troubles reading because I have dyslexia. All my life, I have struggled and accepted that I was stupid. Until now, I know I'm not. I still haven't figured out how to read big words, but I am not ashamed of my struggles anymore, and no one should bear the troubles I've had. Dyslexic people like me need others to help us, to acknowledge our difficulties, and to be given a chance like any others. We're not dumb. We just need a different way to learn. Thank you. The hall was completely silent for a while before standing up for an ovation. I walked away from the podium to see the scowling look on Beth's face. I went backstage, where Pearl gave me a warm hug. I'm so proud of you, and I'm sorry. I should have helped you, but instead I've been horrible or even cruel to you. Yeah, you've been forgiven. So now could you please just stay quiet? I just want to hold my little sister longer. I missed this hug. I missed Pearl. My Pearl. It's good to have my sister back. And just like that, my life was back to normal. Of course, with some changes. There's something I need to tell you, Ruby. I'm sorry for the Joe thing. I let jealousy take over me and said bad things to you, but I realized he and I would never become a thing. But you would. Huh? No, we're just friends. Are you? Now come with me. Then she dragged me to the living room where Joe and another boy were standing. Then she placed my hand in Joe's. Joe, could you please take care of my sister when I go out with my boyfriend? Sure.
Hello there. My name is Hope, and my life just became fabulous. My parents are from India, and they moved here when my mom was pregnant with me. Things were tough when I was a baby, but when I turned 7, everything changed. My father invented this super cool app that lets you detect diseases from your phone. So we became rich and moved to Beverly Hills.
Kana, look, that mansion over there belongs to Rihanna.
Oh my god! Rihanna is my neighbor for real? Eek! Man, Beverly Hills was paradise. But there was one little problem. I had no friends. We moved during the summer, so I had to wait 3 months to meet the kids at my new school. I was bored out of my mind in our mighty mansion. One day, I decided to go to the playground. There were so many kids playing and having fun. I tried to approach some of them, but they paid me no mind, so I decided to watch them instead from the top of the jungle gym. Hey, you there! Me? Duh! Who else is flipping around like a monkey up there? Are you new? We're playing princesses! Come and play with us! Yes! I jumped down so fast I almost hurt myself. But that was how I met Meg and Becky. I was shocked to find out that Becky was my neighbor. Our houses were right next to each other, and I could literally talk to her from my balcony. Meg, on the other hand, lived at the end of the street, so we decided to meet up every afternoon and play till the sunset. Then school finally started, and we were an iconic trio. Becky was the prettiest girl, with blonde hair and teeth so perfect she didn't need braces. Meg was the cheeky, sporty one, a soccer prodigy, in her words, while I was the mysterious new girl, who was friends with 2 of the most popular girls in school. And things stayed great as we entered high school together. I was no longer the mysterious new girl. Popularity wasn't my thing anyway. I was just glad I found my place in the tech club. Hey, Hope! Meg's asking us to go to the mall this afternoon. You coming? Oh, I can't. My family's celebrating Diwali today. Diwali? That sounds exciting. Can I come? We have never had non-Indians for Diwali before. But since you're my bestest friend, I doubt that my mom would mind. Yay! By the way, I have something for you. Here, whenever we're close, it will glow like this. Whoa! Did you make these? See, you're really talented. If you would, Becky, we've talked about this. Joining the tech club is enough for me. Now let's get going before my mom scolds us both. Becky came over immediately, and she was so excited. She helped us set up and helped me wear my sari, and even joined in the prayers. Everyone was happy to have her around. Diwali went great. My mother had the best time teaching Becky about the Indian culture. Later that evening, a heavy rain started, so Becky stayed for the night. We were having tea in the living room when I heard a loud bang on the door. I opened up, and it was Meg, soaked in the rain. Oh my god, Meg, are you okay? Becky said to wait for you guys at the park. I was waiting when the rain started. I went to her place and was told she was here all day. Why didn't you tell me? Oh no, Meg, I'm so sorry. I meant to text you, but I forgot. You forgot? We've been friends since we were in diapers, but the moment Hope showed up, you abandoned me. That's not true. What's that on your wrist? Hope's too? They're friendship bracelets. I can make you one if you want. So that's how you think of me all this time. Just a surplus? Meg, wait. She didn't stop, but walked straight into the rain, and everything changed from that day. We tried to make peace with her at school, but she acted like we were invisible for days, and even started a new clique with her soccer teammates. Poor Becky, she seemed so hurt. Well, if it isn't the lovebirds. Tell me, Becky, how does it feel being replaced? Hurt, right? We get it. You find new friends. No need to rub it in our faces. Hope, have you been shopping at Goodwill again? Are things good at home? I think the homeless person you borrowed this coat from needs it back. Remind us, Meg, does your mommy still need you to cut meat into little pieces before you eat? That was 4 years ago. How dare you? Was it? What about those bed accidents? Her minions cracked up. Even Becky couldn't contain her giggling. From that day on, Meg was determined to get on our backs. We figured out she must have been mad at us still, so we decided to keep distance every time we saw her. I finally got time for myself, but suddenly Becky came rushing in. Hope, I just saw the tech teacher put a sign-up sheet for the annual national tech competition. And guess what? I already signed you up. This is the year you'll kill it. Bex, you shouldn't have done that. I'm not ready. That competition is a cutthroat. What if I don't make it past the group stage? Well, you know what's worse? Not showing up at all. So you have to give it your all and create something. You can do it, Hope. No, you don't.
Hello, ladies.
Yuck. You again? Can't you see we're in the middle of a conversation, Charles?
I'm not speaking to you. Hi, Hope. I saw your name on the sign-up. I know you're going to kill it.
Stalker alert. Thank you, Charles. Even though I am doing this against my will.
If you want, I could help you brainstorm.
No, I'm good. I'll figure it out. When would you learn? Even if she was on fire and you were the last drop of water, she would still say no. Move on. You've been obsessed with her since middle school. It's not cute anymore. Becky, that's mean. Let's go. Becky later apologized to me and said she only wanted to help. Besides, the winner gets the prize of a whopping $80,000. I bawled my eyes out at the amount of zeros. That's it. I decided to give it my all for this one. I was working all night on designs, which made me so tired and cranky at school. But so far, I had nothing. One day, I overslept and was so late to school. I was running to catch the end of first period when I felt an arm grab me.
Hey, are you okay? You look exhausted.
I'm fine. Stop following me around, Charles. No, I don't want to hang out with you. No, I don't like you. Please leave me alone. Just then, the bell rang, so the hallway was filled with students, and they all heard what I said. Everyone was laughing at Charles. Tell him, bestie. We don't like you, Charles. Scram! I was about to apologize when he walked away in shame. Maybe it was for the best? I was getting tired of rejecting him every day. I had too much to work on. I had an idea for an app and knew that my family depended on it. In no time, I stopped worrying and started feeling confident. My app was indeed a masterpiece. One day at recess, I was in the bathroom stall when I heard the most disturbing things. Did you hear the thing about Hope? I heard that her father's app is a failure now, and that they're so poor they might have to live in trailers soon. Yeah, I heard it. Who would have thought that high and mighty Hope used to live in a trailer? How tragic. My head was spinning. My family problems were a secret. Who could have told them? That witch Meg? There's no way she would have known. Then it hit me. It was Becky. She was the one coming to my house all the time. That's why she enrolled me into this competition for the money. She knew. I could feel the anger boiling in me as I moved to find her. I saw her by the bleachers, sitting alone. Great. Becky, how could you? Before I could finish my sentence, a slap landed on my face. It stung so bad that I couldn't see. Don't ever come close to me again! Don't ever say my name! I don't ever want to see you again! What are you talking about? I'm the one who should say that! You're seriously playing the victim after insulting me? She ripped her friendship bracelet off, threw it at me, and stormed off. The whole school watched as I stood in confusion. What the heck just happened? I tried to reach out to Becky, but it was impossible. She'd cut me off. Was that how little she thought of our friendship? The next few days at school, everything started to make sense. Becky had a new best friend, and it was none other than Meg. I was so upset watching them at school, while I sat alone every day. Later that day, I was in gym class when the witch approached me. Looks like you're flying solo now. Jesus, gloat all you want. I'm out. What's with that attitude? You usually have a sharper tongue. Cut your nonsense. I know you did this. You were so jealous of our friendship that you just had to destroy it. What? It wasn't me. Have you seen the video? What video? Meg showed me a video of me bad-mouthing Becky to a group of girls, but I didn't do this. I know. As much as I hate you, I know you'll never say anything bad about Becky, which means that someone did you dirty. Oh, I didn't expect you to pick my side. But you're so right. That person must have spread that nasty rumor about my dad's business and got me thinking Becky was responsible, since she must have been the only one who knew. Does this mean it's true? Yeah, I've been hoping to win the tech competition prize and help that out. Well then, you should focus on the competition. I'll talk it out to Becky, don't worry. You do that for me? Yeah, I guess I knew all too well what it felt like to be left out. I'm really sorry about that. It's alright. Beck and I made up. I guess I was a bit jealous, since it was always you and Becky. And we've never had a chance to hang out one-on-one either. I really hope all these drama can end so we could just be the iconic trio again. Thank you. I really hope so too. 1 week later, the tech competition was finally here. I was so ready to unveil what I had been working on. Mom and Dad were also here to cheer me on. I walked to write my name on the sign-up sheet, and the name before mine shocked me to my core. That's right. I'm here too. Oh, meet Evans, my partner. He's one of the most brilliant inventors. My parents hired him to help take you down. But why? Why? I've been nothing but nice to you, but you only think of me as some dumb blonde. I was the one who enrolled you into this competition. I was the one who befriended you. You'd be nothing if it wasn't for me. It's about time you learn to appreciate your friend. Becky turned away. Meg tried to stop her, but to no use. I suddenly felt this weakness in my knees. I couldn't help the tears. I let them flow freely.
Oh, Kana. Listen, you have to focus. Remember why you are here. If we have to start our lives afresh, then no problem. I did it before, and I can do it again. Don't let her clouded judgment tell you where you belong, my darling.
I gave my dad the biggest hug and went into the hall. He was right. I couldn't let Becky take this day away from me and my family. When my name was called, I walked proudly on stage and started my presentation. Hi all. I came here because I want to tell my story. Growing up, life hasn't always been easy for me, until I found friends who changed my life. And even if there are ups and downs along the way, I will forever cherish the memories we had together. So I came up with this idea of an app called Memoir Lens, made only for you and your loved ones, where you can store and share your memorable moments with them. Best part is the app will notify you annually, so you can relive those moments again. The hall erupted with applause. Everyone loved my app, and I ended up winning the competition. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I saved my family. Later that night, my home was packed with friends and family celebrating. I was having such a good time. But then, the thought of Becky and Meg crossed my mind. So I took a walk. I was just at the end of the street when Charles appeared from nowhere. Hey, I heard you won today. Congratulations. And you're having a party. Did you forget to invite me? Oh, it's just for my family and close ones, so... Oh, I get it. Does Becky come too? I heard she slapped you in the face. Ouch, that must have hurt coming from your BFF for life. Do you see how it feels now? Nobody likes being humiliated.
Wait a minute. It was you! You did this!
Of course I did, moron. And let's be clear, it wasn't because I was so heartbroken. Yuck. I just wanted to date a popular girl, and you seemed easy. But then you humiliated me. So I created a fake AI video saying nasty things about you with Becky's face. And the same for her. And you guys fell for it. Look how weak and powerless you are without your friend. Pathetic. With all the anger and pain I felt, I grabbed Charles by his shirt and slapped him silly. I was ready to beat him up, but he scampered away, laughing like a psychopath. I ran to Becky's house. I had to tell her the truth. I banged on the door for minutes before she opened it. It was Charles. He made a fake video to separate us because we humiliated him.
What? Are you making this up to mend things? It's not gonna work. It's over.
No, wait! She's not lying. I heard Charles confess. I even have it recorded. They happened to stand right in front of my house. Becky watched the video, and it started to hit her. Oh my god, that idiot. Oh, Hope, I'm so sorry. I should have listened to your side. And I said all those terrible things to you. Oh, I'm too ashamed of myself to even face you. It's okay, Becky. I just miss my friend. I also happen to know you pulled out of the competition because you couldn't do that to me and my family. I'm so sorry I even tried to. Then we both laugh away. Hey, Meg, why are you standing there dumbfounded? It feels like I'm third wheeling you guys. I'm just gonna head out so you guys can have your moment. What are you talking about?
Meg, you're a part of this group, and this time we're not gonna let you leave.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you, we'd probably still be fighting by now. So come here, you. I missed you guys. I'm sorry I was so mean. It's okay now. Now, how do we make that punny Charles pay?
I woke up in shock to find my face covered in bandages. My face! This can't be happening! Right, Callum? Tell me this is not happening! Right after, the doctor entered the room. Miss, unfortunately, the glass from the car window has caused extensive trauma to your skin. As the doctor continued talking, I felt myself zone out and began to panic. My face is everything! Without it, my singing career is over! Ash, it's gonna be okay. I'll help you find a way to return to the stage. I promise. Hi, I'm Ashley, and I had a dream of becoming a famous singer. I used to sing on the streets to collect a few dimes. Then one day, a handsome and polite man approached me. I'm Callum, a talent scout, and I believe with your angelic voice and rare beauty, you have the makings of a star. It was love at first sight, and not only did I gain a manager, but also a hot boyfriend. He arranged for me to perform at cafes, bars, and restaurants. It was nonstop. I enjoyed it, but I had to admit I was also, exhausted. And that's when Callum suggested that I use autotune and lip sync to save my throat. Babe, I know this ain't right, but you're burned out, and I can't bear seeing that. You know, it's not forever. I think that way you can focus on dressing up and letting people admire that gorgeous face of yours. Hearing this did make me feel sad, but Callum knew what he was talking about, so I trusted him, while the fire inside me to perform on a professional stage still burned strong. Then one day, he told me some unexpected good news. No more small gigs. The famous company Dream M Entertainment is holding auditions to find their next big star. I've taken care of everything. You just need to be 100% confident in performing. This was it. My time to shine has finally come. But then that evening, while driving home and practicing singing, I had an uncontrollable coughing fit. I lost focus of the road for a split second and didn't see the incoming car until everything went dark. And the next thing I knew, I was waking up at the hospital looking like Frankenstein and certain that my big dreams were now in shatters. After 2 months in the hospital, most of my scratches healed, but only a deep cut scar remained on my cheek. Just a few days more until the audition, and I couldn't show up looking like this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Can makeup cover it? Or maybe a mask? There must be something. But the doctor said I can't wear makeup until it's fully healed, as it might cause an infection. And if I went on stage in a mask, people would certainly raise questions. Then Callum's eyes suddenly darted to the photo on the shelf. Ash, here's your answer. Get your sister to be your double until your wound heals. You mean Bridget? That freak? No way! Yeah, I do have a twin sister, but we aren't close, for sure. My parents divorced when we were 7, and the courts decided I'd live with Dad and Bridget with Mom. I had a great life with Dad, as he bought me any outfit I wanted. But Bridget was a tomboy and didn't care about fashion. The last time I saw her, she was wearing all faded clothes. I guess the whole moody, loner, frown like she's constipated look was her vibe. I tried talking to her at college, but she always snubbed me. And just like that, we ended up being strangers, despite being siblings. And now you say I have to grovel her for help? No! I get that you guys aren't close, but surely you can put your differences aside for this once-in-a-lifetime chance at your dream? I suppose Callum has a point, so I agreed. Only it wasn't that simple, as I didn't have Bridget's number and she refused to use social media. You know, to match her cool, unbothered vibe. Ugh. Hang on. I remember her scowling at me behind the counter at the Yo-Yo fast food once. Perhaps she still worked there? I immediately disguised myself and headed there. Oh, there she is. I started hovering around her and explained what had happened, then asked her if she'd be my double for the audition, but she didn't bother to care. Get out the way. I can't perform looking like this. Please, this is everything to me. It's none of my business. I have work to do. See, I can't just give up like this. So I ordered food and sat there and waited for her to change her mind. It was closing time already. I was about to leave when I saw Bridget and her boss quarreling with each other. My gosh! This is why it's never good to hire teenagers. I only hired you because you begged for the job. I'm sorry, sir. Darn it! Starting today, you will work without pay for 3 months. No, sir, I need money. You didn't even pay me last month. Hey, what are you doing? Go. You can work elsewhere. Don't be here with a scumbag. What? And you? Get lost before I report you to the cops. What you aiming at? Why do you have to work here anyway? Doesn't Mom give you a big enough allowance? Don't pretend like you care. How could a spoiled girl like you ever understand? What do you mean by that? Anyway, you need money, right? I can help you. Bridget didn't answer, but I saw through her Miss Frosty persona. If you replace me until I'm recovered, then I'll pay you. A big check worth 10 times what you're making here. By the way, only 2 of us and my manager know about this, so don't worry. Then I gave her my number and told her to message me when she made a decision. She reluctantly took it, saying nothing, and just left. But that evening, a message from an unknown number popped up. Okay, I'm in. You better pay me right. I immediately called Callum and told him the good news. Now it's time to turn Bridget into a temporary me. Normally, Callum and I keep our relationship low-key to maintain professionalism. And that's the same now. We're keeping it a secret with Bridget. Callum made it clear to Bridget that all she needed to do was to look pretty and lip-sync. But geez, that girl could only moan. This crop is too tight and constricting. Stop scratching like a monkey. I showed her how to stand straight and walk like a diva. And it shocked me when she said she'd never heard of skincare. No wonder her skin was as dry as the Sahara Desert, and her pores were as deep and large as black holes. No worries. The witches here will give you a magic transformation. Wow! She looked exactly like me, just without the wound. Even Callum was impressed. He instantly offered to help her into the car and drive her to the audition. I guess it made sense for Callum to keep her on our side. Now is not the time for stupid jealousy, Ashley. I disguised myself as Bridget's assistant and nervously waited backstage. The audition was such a nightmare. Bridget's lip-syncing didn't match the pre-recorded audio, and she danced like she had 2 left feet. Finally, the performance ended, and the first judge to comment was David Knight, aka the music wizard, master composer, and lord of melodies. Oh, I know this guy. He's sure a demigod in real life. Your singing was dismal, and your dancing was catastrophic. Did you get lost looking for the bathroom and wander on stage by accident? Having a pretty face isn't enough to keep you here. The judge sitting next to David suddenly grabbed the mic. Wait, he's the CEO of Dream M. You're wrong, David. Beauty is also talent. She's a diamond in the rough, and only needs a little polishing to shine. After the show, Callum was overjoyed as he informed Bridget that she'd become a talent at Dream M and would soon become an A-lister. I was so excited too that I flung my arms around Bridget, but she coldly pushed me away. Enough for today.
Since then, the three of us agreed that Bridget would perform on stage while I would record at the studio. The bad side was about putting up with David, the difficult judge at the audition who was in charge of my recording session. The only thing going for you is your face, so I hide it behind that mask. If you must know, I didn't have time to apply any makeup. Satisfied much? Sorry, what'd you say? It was too early in the day to deal with such a jerk, so I stayed silent and focused on the session. Your singing has improved significantly since the audition. It just still lacks some emotion. Thanks. My debut was just days away, but things didn't go so well. Bridget had no sense of style and appeared in the fashion column worst dress lists, shaking like a leaf on stage and jumbling her words when facing impromptu interviews. So I had to set up a crash course for Bridget, but this time I taught her simple, easy-to-remember things instead of big stuff like last time. I showed her how to pair basic outfits, how to deal with the press, and most importantly, I still guaranteed her regular pay. Ash, you've helped me a lot, and so thanks. Oh my, she was so awkward. But that was sweet. I could gradually feel that we were actually sisters.
Bridget, the main effort was still yours. Keep it up.
Soon, the company began to promote Bridget, and her reputation skyrocketed. All the while, my relationship with Callum took a nosedive. At previous events, Callum used to pamper me and bring me my favorite foods, but now he just brought Bridget's favorites. He never left her side, and they were always having cozy chats. So one day, I